Forget it. Looks like I'm a bit disheveled after last night, of course, the 4th of July. I tried to shave here to make my appearance look a little bit better, but I'm sure I still look like a little bit crap. A little bit crappy, I should say. A little bit slow this morning after yesterday, obviously, the 4th of July. Not to say I drank myself to death, but definitely had 2 tall cans instead of 1. Stayed up late, watched the fireworks, and, it's, you guys will see some of the footage that I uploaded to my channel of the fireworks. What you guys are seeing there, man, it's right over my house. I had no idea, because this is my first year living here. So I'm like, I'm doing my vlog video the other day, right? Like, I'm trying to saying to myself, like, where's the best spot, I can see the fireworks from, trying to find, like, my own little spot, my own secret spot. Well, it turns out the best spot to see my fireworks were right out my window. I mean, almost literally. As you guys know, like, I have skylights in my apartment. And what I did last night was I started to see the neighborhood light up in all different kinds of colors, and I was like, oh, the fireworks are going off, it's like I gotta get down to see them. And so I look out my skylight, and there's fireworks going off, like, basically right over my head, right over the apartment. And I was like, wow, I can see the fireworks from right here. And so I just cleared a space. There's a little shelf area underneath my skylight, and I just cleared a space, and then I just sat literally right in my skylight and just looked up at the sky, and the fireworks were going off right over my head. I mean, I actually woke up this morning, and there was little bits of debris, because when the fireworks go off, obviously there's, like, debris that floats everywhere. There's bits of debris, like, all over my windows and, like, all over my roof and stuff. They go off right over the apartment. So I had the best seat in the house, and that footage that you guys are seeing is just me with my little adventure camera, just kind of sticking it up in the air, and just kind of taking some brief pictures. But it was amazing to watch those fireworks last night. Let me tell you guys, it was awesome. Because being so close to when they explode, because everybody on the ground is looking up in the air and, they're going off in the air and stuff. I'm like, just a tiny bit off from being eye level with the fireworks, and they're going off, like, right in my face like this, and they're just kind of exploding in this big plume over my head. I mean, it was awesome. It was so cool. So I had a pretty cool 4th of July, a little night just to relax by myself. But unfortunately today I woke up and, got talking to my boss and stuff like that, calling, trying to find out the work schedule and stuff like that for, like, the next couple weeks and stuff. And apparently we lost another person, and now my work schedule is going to end up changing again, and it's going to end up changing tomorrow. So that was the day that once again I'd planned to go out to the island, but it looks like that's going to be nixed off the schedule again. And it's for a good reason. I mean, I need more hours at work. I mean, I always need some extra money to be generated in. So now I'm gonna be working about I think it's like a 6-day-a-week schedule now, which is good, to generate that extra money. But it means I'm gonna be a little bit more tight in some areas. I've already changed my schedule on my other channel a little bit, and I'm gonna have to alter my schedule just a little bit more on this channel and my movie review channel as well. Although, not too much, because I'll still have time to do everything. It's just that I'm not sure how much, how many, like, adventure videos I'm going to be able to do. And that's not to say that I'm never going to be going outside. I'm always going to be periodically going out from time to time to do stuff and to show you guys things. But it's just going to be a little bit more tight nowadays, because I've got to work. I've got to pick up that 6-day-a-week schedule, and I have to make that work, because all of that money obviously goes right back into my life. It goes back into my channels for creating more content for, like, my art studio and everything, and for just all the great things that I have going on my channels. Like my movie review channel, I'm just so psyched to have started that. Chris Stuckman inspired me long time ago. I've been watching Chris Stuckman for like 4 years or something like that now. And he inspired me a long time ago to start my Star Wars channel. But I didn't think anything of it at the time. I knew that I wanted to do it, but I just didn't do it. But Chris was really the one who really sparked my interest. You know, he always talked about how he was just a guy from Ohio that loved movies, and I was just like, you know, that's me. You know, like I'm just a kid from Maine that loves Star Wars and loves movies and stuff. So why don't I do something? And I just love how small people like that can really just inspire you to do great things, and you know, inspired me to do everything that I'm doing now on my channels, like all this creativity, and it's just so wonderful. And I'm just excited to have that channel finally, because it's cool getting back to the theater and seeing all these movies. You know, I knew that there were great movies. I knew that there were great movies left in the theater, that there were still great directors and writers out there, and lo and behold, I'm back seeing movies again, and I'm enjoying myself at the theater. You know, I mean, aside from all the remakes and stuff like that going on, yeah, that's yeah. I was just was it this morning or yesterday? It might have been yesterday, but I think it was just this morning. I was looking at the Jumanji remake that's supposed to be coming up in December, and it's just like, oh my God, what's it called? Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, just, you know, shake your head in shame, people. Shake your head in shame. Like, this movie is such an insult to so many things. Like, it's an insult to Robin Williams, to just the original Jumanji, to 90s kids, to people who grew up with that original film. It's an insult to moviegoers' intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, you know, this movie is going to be any better than anything that's come out before just because Kevin Hart and The Rock are in it. And that noise that you guys just heard out there, I don't know if you could hear that chopping in the background. I thought it was a truck. I was getting annoyed for a second because I was like, man, I'm going to have to stop the video and edit this out. There was an osprey that just flew past the harbor again. Usually I like to film military aircraft when they fly by, but now, you know, obviously I didn't want to, take the camera off the tripod, but an osprey just flew by Portland Harbor. There's been a lot of military aircraft that have flown by. But anyway, Jumanji sucks. Stop insulting our intelligence as the movie theater going audience. We know what you're doing. We know this is a cash grab. That's why Kevin Hart and The Rock are there, and Jack Black as well. As much as I love Jack Black, they're there because they're popular characters. They're there because they're generating money. That's the only reason. That's how I know that the movie's going to be bad already, is because of the people that are in it. Kevin Hart is just there to be Kevin Hart. The Rock is just there to be The Rock. Jack Black is just there to be Jack Black. And then they're just going to rehash Jumanji. Who cares? Who cares? You know what? If I want to watch Jumanji, it's right there on my shelf. I bought it for $1.99, used in perfect condition at my local movie store. I can watch it anytime I want. And see, that's the point. That's why remakes are nonsensical. Because anybody can just watch. Why would I go to a theater to see a rehash of one of my favorite movies? This is why no one likes this stuff anymore. It's like, this is why people see through this. Because it's nonsensical. Nobody is asking for this stuff, so why are studios generating it, right? You're wasting your money. Stop making remakes. Make new properties. Go out there and find new writers and new storytellers and new visionaries to create new properties so that people can see new things. We don't want to see theater bait rehash cash grabs anymore. It's not interesting, and it's insulting to our intelligence because we know what you're doing now. And it's sad. It's just sad. It's like, and now they got The Matrix. I mean, what is going on? I mean, there are so many bright spots in the theater community, but for all of the bright spots that there are just so many dull spots, or just black spots. Just black holes of charisma and talent, and just letting no real storyteller come through, and just continuing to rehash these properties and just remake things. It's just so tiring, and it's just old. It's old and it's sad and it needs to stop, and that's why I'm not going to see Jumanji. You know, I mean, like I said, you know, I'm probably going to make another video about this on my movie channel. This is why I'm not going to see this movie. It's not, I don't care how good or bad it is. I refuse to support it, and I refuse to support remakes. You know, granted, there are some remakes out there that I would love and I would go to see, but for the most part, 99% of the time, I do not support remakes, and I will not give them my money, and I will not see it because it's an absolute waste of time. Absolute waste of time. And this is something that the theater industry needs to improve, man. We need to cut back on these remakes. I hate remakes, and I hate that the theater industry is just cluttered with them, and that they have so many planned to go into production in the future. It just goes, this is proof that the theater industry is in trouble. These guys don't have any ideas left. Like, they have no ideas left. And you think that they would go out there and get some new ideas, but no, they're just going to rely on nostalgia. And you know what? It's working. But you know, we can change that. We can choose not to see the movies, and I think it's time for us to not see the movies. I think it's time for us to choose, you know. So that's going to do it for today's vlog, guys. I'm going to put up some video, or if I haven't already, on my channel with, you know, some fireworks, some awesome fireworks display that I took last night right from my window, sitting down in my window. And oh yeah, that was the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys. I wanted to go down there to film, like, you know, the food trucks and all the people all over, like, the Eastern Prom and stuff like that, but I made the mistake of waiting until after dark to go down there to film everybody, totally absent-minded, you know, me, of course, forgetting that my camera doesn't film in low light. It just, you know, if you press that record button in low light, no matter what kind of setting that you have it in, if that camera is in low light, it will pulse out of focus. Like every 20 or 30 seconds, it'll pulse out of focus, and it'll stay out of focus for like 5 seconds, like 4 or 5 seconds. And I got back and I was re-watching some of the footage that I'd shot down in the Eastern Prom, and I was like, man, I can't use any of this. Like this, it just keeps going out of focus. It's out of focus half the time, so I can't use any of this. So I kind of, you know, I played myself on that one, as J-Rock would say. But, you know, nevertheless, you know, it worked out because I got those awesome shots right out my window. So guys, I'll see you back for the next vlog. Enjoy those videos that I have up for you, those fireworks videos. And I'll be back for an adventure video soon. We'll get out and do something soon. You know, like I always say, you know, there's plenty of festivals and all kinds of activities going on in Portland all the time. So we'll get out, we'll do some stuff more. But it's just going to be a little bit more tighter because of the new work schedule, of course. They're always changing things around. Hopefully we can hire some more people soon too, and then it'll relax the work schedule a little bit. But until the next time we meet, guys, take care, and I'll see you for the next vlog. Later.